What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name's Christian. Welcome to C-Roll Productions. Multiple Batman films, different universes coming over at DC. Now, this is interesting to me because I didn't expect this. I really didn't. I thought that we had the Robert Pattinson Batman universe, which is a crazy rumor right now going on. This is by the Sun, whatever. I don't know. Some boo-boo news source saying that Robert Pattinson and Matt Reeves are butting heads. It's too much for Robert Pattinson. Matt Reeves has him doing like 50 takes of the same scene, and it's just too much for him. But I don't know how true that is. It's coming from the Sun, and a lot of people are calling him bullshit on it. But Robert Pattinson and his Batman universe are separate from what they're doing over with like Aquaman and Shazam and, you know, Ben Affleck's Batman. You know what I mean? That's what's going on in DC right now. So what we're talking about in this video is two Batman universes continuously going on at the same time, which is kind of weird to me when you kind of think about it. Why would you, what kind of sense does that make to have two separate Batman universes, having two Bruce Waynes and doing two universes at the same time? Like, why would you want that? Why would you want that for the character? Why wouldn't you just want to focus on one particular character? Now, this isn't like the whole multiverse thing where you have Miles Morales and Peter Parker. No, you're doing two of the same characters continuously at the same time. That kind of makes no sense. I'm gonna read you guys some of this article from the Illuminati. Two Batman live action franchises plan to run at the same time for WB. It seems that Ben Affleck's tenure as Batman may not be quite finished yet. Not only will he be reprising his role in The Flash, but in the New York Times interview with DC Films head Walter Hamada teased even more when it comes to the future of Batman. Now this is interesting. This is what he said. I don't think anyone else has ever attempted this, Hamada said to DC Films. Plan for bringing two different Batman to theaters on a consistent basis. But audiences are sophisticated enough to understand it. If we make good movies, they will go with it. Are you telling me, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, that doesn't make any kind of sense. Like, what? This comment has, of course, raised speculation for what this could mean for Ben Affleck's iteration of the character, because till this point, it was assumed that The Flash would be Ben Affleck's last final appearance as the character. Now, that's what I thought too. I thought that The Flash was going to be Ben Affleck's goodbye to Batman, a proper send-off for his Batman. And I was okay, cool. You know, I'm with that. We're giving Ben Affleck, you know, another shot as Batman because he did fantastic in what he was given in BVS. But I'm like, so are you telling me that maybe with The Flash and this whole Flashpoint, they're going to redo things and you're going to bring in a new Bruce Wayne, but not Ben Affleck? But you're also bringing back Michael Keaton? Now, I get the whole multiverse thing with, you know, Michael Keaton. I get that. That's dope as hell. I cannot wait to see Michael Keaton don the Batman suit again. That's going to be awesome. But if you plan on doing a new Bruce Wayne in the DCEU while still doing the Batman over at his universe, what does that mean? Like, apparently, you know, there's like Earth 1, Earth 2, or 3, or 4, whatever. And, you know, let's say like the Batman is on Earth 2 or 3 and the DCU is on Earth 1. Does that mean, like, what does that mean for Robert Pattinson's world of the Batman? Can he already established characters in the DCU like Joker, Harley Quinn? Because that was one of my main excuse me, that was one of my main issues. I was like, man, I love what they did with Joker and Joaquin Phoenix. I would love to see that continue on with his story. Then they introduced the Batman. Like, are you telling me that you can't introduce a new Joker? Now you have Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. You have Jared Leto's Joker, which apparently rumor has it that, you know, there is still some wiggle room for him to come back and do his own thing with Zack Snyder. So, like, that's my thing. That's my issue. You have these different universes, right? But can you bring in a Harley Quinn in the Batman universe? And how is Margot Robbie going to feel about that if that's not her? Get what I'm saying? Like that will cause an abrupt confusion among not your DC fandom, but more so of your general audience. You know what I'm saying? Because if they introduce a new Harley Quinn in the Batman, some people are going to be like, well, where's Margot Robbie? Oh, well, Margot Robbie's not in this universe. So why have two Harley Quinns? It just doesn't make sense at all. So I don't see why they would want to try to attempt that. I legit don't see that. You know what I'm saying? And I heard that there was rumors for like a Batgirl movie series going on, or like a movie going on for HBO Max. I was like, what? Now you're going to introduce Batgirl? Like, what? I feel like we take 2 steps forward and we take another step back. There's still nobody at DC or Warner Brothers that knows what to do. Like, it can't be that difficult. There's still time for this shit. There's still time to create a good foundation and then build on that. And I hate to revert to it. Look what Marvel's done, the MCU. A lot of people are going to give me shit, but guess what? That formula works. They've done so much in the last 10 years. They have so much planned. You know what I'm saying? Between their Disney Plus shows and their movies. Now, I get that they have J.J. Abrams coming over and he's doing his thing for Warner Media. And he's doing his whole HBO Max series. And then, they're doing a whole Green Lantern series. Where did all this tie in? Like, are you still going to be doing Titans? Now you're saying that since you're doing Titans, these characters from Titans can never be reincarnated in the movies. Get what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. It's kind of irritating as a fan because there are so many characters I want to see brought out from DC, but done properly in the right way and not just thrown these random excuses of why something didn't work. Get what I'm saying? Have one universe. That's it. One universe is all I ask for. You know what I mean? Even if you're going to do the Flashpoint and you're going to scrap whatever Ben Affleck did, and you're just going to kind of have to like tie in Robert Pattinson's Batman, then I'm all with it. I'm fine with that. But then it seems like they have plans for the Batman in that, that whole universe already that won't fulfill or won't have the DCU implemented inside of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's just so many problems. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And with the whole Ray Fisher thing right now, how he's not going to be working at Warner Brothers anymore, so that the Snyder Cut is going to be the last time we see Cyborg. Like, they're all over the place right now, man, and it's so frustrating as a fan because I want this shit to be good. I do. I don't just want a bunch of solo movies. I mean, as shitty as that sounds, Aquaman was great. I loved Aquaman. Shazam, great. But you got these characters who interact with each other normally in the comic books. Why can't you bring that to the big screen? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much possibilities, man. Like, they need somebody over there to really just, you know what I'm saying? Grab him by the balls and be like, this is what we're doing. Something along those lines. Look what Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are doing with Disney Plus in the Star Wars universe right now. He kind of learned from Kevin Feige at the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I hate to revert back to, Kevin Feige and Marvel because a lot of people get real sensitive when I do that shit. But look what's worked. Look what's continuing to work. Don't just decide to do a bunch of random shit like Static Shock. Okay? Introducing all these characters that you're not your average moviegoer knows of, it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. Get what I'm saying? Like, Static Shock, never heard. I mean, I've heard of him. Never read any comics about him, but okay. Like, Michael B. Jordan's producing. Cool. Is it going to be great? No idea. You know what I'm saying? Birds of Prey. Total flop. Whack. Wonder Woman 1984. I just don't know what the future holds for DC anymore. I don't. And J.J. Abrams is rumored to be doing his Superman. He's looking for a screenwriter right now. Doesn't know if he's going to bring back Henry Cavill. If he doesn't bring back Henry Cavill, what is going to happen? So what happens with Henry Cavill's Superman and, the DCEU? Oh, it's another universe. Get that shit out of here. I don't want to hear that. I don't need a Superman over here in this universe. I don't need a Superman over here in this universe. It just doesn't make any kind of sense. It really doesn't. And it's kind of a bummer because I want Henry Cavill back. I want everything to be connected. I want everything to make sense for the much bigger story. That's what I want. And some people say, well, you know, Warner Brothers and their films are really good with their Elseworld stuff. Okay, that's cool. But what about the characters to really build a more foundation for your universe? Like, you have the JLA, y'all. You're not using them right. Wonder Woman 1984 was a fucking prequel again. A prequel that nobody asked for. Why can't we expand and grow? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's so much to talk about with this universe. You know what I mean? It's just it's a huge mess. It really is, and it's kind of frustrating, like I said, from a fan standpoint. So all in all, man, I'm gonna say this: keep the Snyder Cut canon and work off of that. That's what I'm gonna say. And you know what I mean? At least shit will make sense. Because when the Snyder Cut comes out, apparently some WB execs was like, oh, that Snyder Cut, it won't go anywhere. Something along those lines. I'm like, what? Why would you say that? Like, you're shooting yourself in the foot. It's a film that you're putting out. Like, support your creators, man. That's it. Support them, please. And maybe we can move on. I don't know. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about this whole different Batman universes working at the same time. You know what I mean? Let me know your guys' thoughts, opinions. Do you think Ben Affleck's coming back to play Batman beyond the Flash movie, or do you think that this will be a good send-off for his character? Post your comments down below, and thank you for taking time today for watching DCEU Productions. Peace.
We out.